Sure, she won't sit next to you. Weird.
I mean, you could, but I can't think of. Well, maybe.
Whatever. You're live. Might as well
Figure
just
it out. We're live. Hey, glad to see you all here. We are down on the farm today. We did the last take on a wandering tour of a small country town. Now we're actually by a corn. Is it a corn maze? Is it? Would you call it a maze?
It's more of a maze than I ever saw in Florida.
Maze is what you people call corn.
Backpack Show.
We got to think. So we are at Cider Hill Farms in Amesbury, Massachusetts.
And we actually have cider.
We have cider.
That's what you do in the fall at a farm.
And for you hooligans who have never been to...
I feel like everyone's probably been to a farm like this. They have apple picking here. They have pumpkins that you can buy. We'll show you some of that stuff too.
Yeah. We got apples and all that kind of stuff. We've got my mom chiming in from Vegas. We have Chloe. Hi, Chloe. We have apples because it's an apple orchard.
And we have donuts.
And we have donuts. I'm going for a donut
orchard.
It is a donut orchard. Donuts. Apples.
Donuts.
And then we bought one little maple sugar candy from Ben's Sugar Shack.
So I bought this because someone in line said that they have a really cool farm up there, and an operation you get to go see them. Probably it's a lot like Leslie's house where you get to see what they do with maple syrup. So.
Hi, Leslie. Good to see you here. But yeah, the only time I ever did a Sugar Shack, I was in like 8th grade or something like that, and we went to like Montreal. Leslie might have gone, or Quebec at least. Leslie might have gone on a trip just like that because it was a super.
What do they call them? They call them Sugar Shack.
Sugar Shack, yeah, because the way that after you make the maple syrup, so it's something like, and Leslie would know because she makes it, we don't, but it's like 27 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of maple syrup. It is incredible, 27 gallons. And so
who was the first person to be like, this sticky stuff coming out of the tree probably tastes good?
You know, it's a great question because if you think about it, it doesn't really taste that way when you taste straight sap. And so someone somewhere had to make a terrible mistake, right? Out in a boot, yes. So the Sugar Shack, you go to it and it's a whole big processing place for where they make maple syrup for everybody. But one of the things that they do, once you have a nice sugary donut, what they do at the Sugar Shack is they set up these troughs with snow, and then they pour maple syrup onto the trough, and then kids come and take sticks and put the stick in the syrup, and it comes out like a lollipop of maple syrup. It is the most delicious thing in the whole wide world. By the way,
very good.
So just think about this for a second. You get a whole bunch of kids in a vehicle. You go several hours up to Canada. You sugar them up beyond all hope and recognition, and then you put them really down.
That's a good idea.
So Leslie does not have roots in Quebec. I have relatives in Quebec. She says, I did go on a trip like that. You are welcome to come visit my maple syrup station. Oh, that's a very nice offer. And I wish it was 27. It's 40-1. Oh my gosh. And Leslie's given us, I think, 4 pretty good sized containers of maple syrup. Probably at least a gallon, right?
That's probably give her one of your kids.
You can take Harold.
So these are good. They make these in there. They're apple cider donuts. We can take this in and show you the whole operation.
Might be able to do it.
Pretty impressive. And it's fun to watch, and they come out piping hot.
Yeah, these ones are not hot, but they come out.
Well, they're not now because we've been sitting here.
Right. But yeah, they come right off this like conveyor belt. It's an old timey 1950s kind of thing. I just spit on my phone. 1950s kind of a thing. So
I feel like every receptionist I've ever had to talk to at the doctor's office, they're always eating. Like, oh, sorry. It's like your job is to talk to people. It's like our job is doing a show and we're eating.
We're eating. But you know why?
So good, though.
This is your apple, by the way.
Thanks.
It's the only one that was super sweet. It was funny because in there,
like me.
this is it was sort of an Asian sounding name, like Mutu or something.
So they have apple picking here.
They have apple picking. Here, let's take a little trip over the shoulder here. Up close is a corn maze. Right up those hills are some of the orchards, and there's hay rides and stuff on the weekend. There's all kinds of. You could just walk up there, and there's apple picking there. There's a bunch of other places. I'll turn around real quick. This is where the chickens hang out. There are
Sitting by the chickens.
a lot of chickens. By the way, it smells like we're sitting by the chickens. There's a whole bunch of nice greenery. This is the main barn where they have the store and everything like that. So
I feel like they were gonna do like Halloween and fall stuff, and the chickens were like, "We're here first."
yeah,
So they get to stay there.
the chickens get to stay. They don't get moved. Oh, hey, guy.
They don't get moved.
There will be bees on the show because the sweet stuff,
Oh yeah.
and they're used to getting fed just a little bit out
We'll
there.
make a loud cracking sound. Yeah,
So
that'll fix it.
yeah. So what I was gonna say is this is named something like Mutu or something. It's sort of a Japanese looking name when I saw it. This is their version of Granny Smith. What's really fun is that if you go in their little grocery area, it says our own only on the things that are their own. So you could go in there and buy groceries, but then you'd be buying them just like you would at like Stop and Shop. You know, some of them are not theirs. They just put them in there because it's what you would expect at a farm stand. And some people were like, "How come I don't have lettuce?" You know.
You've been to this farm, Cider Hill Farms, before. So
Yeah.
has it gotten bigger over the years?
Like
the
that's
family attraction aspect of it.
Well, for instance, I mean, let's say these tables seat, 8 people? 10 if you had a right? So there's seating right under this one tent for 100 people. There is seating out in the open area, in the open air, for maybe another 100. They do a lot more outreach to the community. Some of the noise you'll hear. Yeah, I know. I'm wrecking the camera. Sorry, kids. Hey, this is a
But
weird
was
show.
it like that before, or was it more like a straight ahead farm before?
Well, ever since I've been here, which has been a while in this neighborhood anyway, they've known that they wanted to have more and more people. But I think every year they get just a little more serious about it. A little more serious about it. Before it used to be like, we're here, you're here. We'll sell you some stuff.
Because we also are a farm and we need to like make money.
That's right. So Carol said it's not an especially
It's a
crowded farm. This is
it's a
it's
weekday.
a Friday work day.
Yeah,
When Dan and Max were visiting, we came by here, Dan and I and Kerry,
because the kids were all asleep.
all the kids were asleep.
Teenagers, they're like, I don't care.
Dumb teenagers. So we 3 of us came though, and it was packed to the gills.
Kim is a throuple.
There is a we're now a throuple. I was their 5th wheel. There is now there's a massive parking area over there, and
They work at like Disney too.
Yeah, it was super
Big,
long.
but it's bigger than it used to be. So like it's become an attraction for fall, and it can sustain this farm for probably 6 weeks or something.
That's
before
sour.
Does it keep like this through Thanksgiving, or is Halloween kind of like the pinnacle?
That's a good question. They sell Thanksgiving food.
Okay.
So you can come by here and pick up stuff. I don't see any turkeys in there, but maybe they sell Thanksgiving chickens.
Great news, guys! New career.
I don't know. There's a lot of chickens. I don't see that they're eggs. It was called a sweet something or other.
I'm rubbing it on my jeans like it's gonna make it cleaner.
It'll be cleaner-ish.
Probably not. It's gonna be cleaner.
I mean, they do wash them. So yeah,
I can eat it. I couldn't when I had braces.
That's right. You had braces for a while. You couldn't do it. So they're very tasty. Oh, I keep forgetting where the camera is. Very tasty.
Especially when you turn them into donuts.
But we also picked here because these make a delicious donut. The reason they call them apple cider donuts is for the obvious sense that you can
You're like person
dip
of the day.
them. The person of the day. They can come here with us and have the apples. I guess we're the person of the day.
I guess.
Congratulations. I really shouldn't keep eating and talking. So
Especially with bees around.
UPS just released their earnings yesterday for this quarter, and they said, judging by their numbers and how down they are on delivery and stuff like that, it is a rough season for small business owners. They're predicting it to go even worse. They think there's going to be more of an economic downturn.
Okay.
So a farm like this, farms like this can't thrive that much in America for sure, and Canada a little more so. Um, Everything's gone so mega commercial. Like the farming system is now much more computerized, much more systematized. It's not rustic at all. The bugs getting you. Yeah, it's not super rustic. It's all about that. So touring farms like this are actually more an educational tool, and of course a commerce tool, than anything else anymore. Like there's no way you can feed a community on this farm. But I mean, you could. You just have to.
But can you feed the family that owns the farm on this farm?
Can they make a living doing it? Yeah, they can. And they have a massive bank of solar panels, so they're off grid as far as their power goes. They do a lot of outreach and community stuff, so I'm sure they get grants for that.
What about businesses, like other small businesses? Do they supply them? Like small businesses that want to, or restaurants that say want to serve local, like food made from local produce.
So that's one way to do it. So you can do some farm to table stuff because you can charge a higher price all the way through the system on farm to table. So if you have a restaurant that says, this lettuce came from down the street, then you're willing to pay like $24 for a salad in a restaurant like that because you feel that sort of moral connection to it. But that's the other weird / challenging thing about farming is that a lot of it is based now on subsidies and things like that. It's just not a commercially viable process, which if you think about it, I mean, go look at anything you bought from the grocery store that's produce. It is dramatically different than like cereal.
Well, a lot of it comes from somewhere else, for one thing.
It does come from somewhere else.
Yep.
So,
so why do you suppose then that small businesses or small farms like this one do what they do? Is it because their family owns this land, they want to stay here? Is it because they like it? Or is it because, maybe they've managed to keep overhead low enough that it's feasible, even if it's not like they're not going to become big, moguls off it. I don't know, titans of industry.
They're definitely not going to become titans here. I think what happens, though, is that they realize that they can make enough to sustain their way of life. They can pay some amount of employees, which is important for local businesses. They can provide something of a service, right? Like, so this is, if you look at how it's laid out, you look at the cornfield thing and the walking up the hill, this is like their version of an amusement park. Now, it's a lame as hell amusement park from a certain age, right? Like teenagers aren't here in droves.
No, that's true. They were asleep. Carol says it looks like you're drinking from a BPS branded cup. Is that the same as Solo? Because they're Solo cups.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a Solo
like
cup.
The ones that college people drink out of that are red is this, but not this color.
Yeah, they're cheap old cups that came from the farm.
Yeah, they don't have a patent number stamped on them anymore. I think Solo got in trouble once for that, for keeping the patent stamp on.
You told me this
after the patent has expired. Not allowed to do that. That's very expensive.
Oh, look at it. You were asking about, does it call itself Sugar Shack? It says right on it. Ben's Sugar Shack.
I know, but I didn't know if that's just what Ben called it. Or that's like what people call it.
Yeah, and it could be a massive.
Like Leslie has a Sugar Shack?
I think Leslie has a Sugar Shack. Okay. I wonder if she keeps her Sugar Shack by her she shed.
It's gonna take my apple.
No, it doesn't. It just wants the sugar. Put the apple over there and the bee will follow. Here, have some.
It won't though because there's sugar all over this thing.
This is just pure maple sugar and probably butter.
It's too late.
Kerry doesn't like bee creatures.
Does anybody like them in their face? I feel like nobody does. I mean, that's why they wear suits.
That's true.
People that work with bees, don't they put a big suit on?
But there's a lot. Oh, these bees that are bothering Kerry's face.
I'm putting this over there. I feel like they want that.
These bees that are bothering Kerry's face.
Maybe they just want me.
They make honey here, by the way. So they sell local honey.
We could show them. We could show you that. Inside there's actually a thing where the bees are on the inside of a big honey making thing.
All right.
And I want to be straight with you. I prefer that. Touching me. Right. Let's go.
So let's do this.
We're gonna pack up our food.
Let's pack up our food. Look at this. Hey, he's going for it. Look, watch. Watch. Oh.
No, he's not. He wants you. You just must be sweeter than you realized.
He loves it. See?
Okay, you're gonna leave it there for them?
No, but excuse me.
You can have mine.
All right. Oh, and the donut. Yeah. Okay.
Let's go. Let's go inside.
So for sure something's gonna fall over in a second. So hang on. I got this. Welcome to the Backpack Show. I'm your host, Chris Brogan.
You could do the whole show like that.
My co-host Kerry is running away from bees.
I swear, it's just won't leave me alone.
You are somehow sweeter. Huh?
I guess.
Okay.
It must be our Irish blood.
It is. It definitely. I think they do like blondish Irish people. That is for sure. So I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna turn you around and just take a look. So watch this step down. By the way, if you look, it's got a whole guide to picking your own, what to do, what not to do. It's got a little sign that reminds people you can't bring your dogs up here.
No puppies.
Much as you'd want.
Yeah, we're gonna be backlit like crazy.
Yeah, there's a full-fledged restaurant here. Not like a sit-down restaurant, but a takeout kind of a dining experience.
Like a food truck or like an
Well,
actual.
they have a food truck as well, but this whole thing that's shut right here with the doors, that's also
cool.
dining.
I did not know.
They have super giant farm Jenga, which is over here, for real. Kerry thought I was being funny, but they really do.
No, they really do.
They have cornhole. Lots and lots of chillins. I love it because the little kids are like saying, "Bye, chicken."
They'll say hello again tomorrow. They'll be there, nutties. Be my dinner.
Bye, chicken meal.
There was a day that I realized chicken that we talk about as food was the same as chicken we talk about as animal. It's a while before I.
How'd that go?
Not great. A little upsetting at the time, but I got used to it. It's so pretty over there. Do you think they're getting low on pumpkins because there were many more here?
Yeah, there were hundreds and hundreds, but the season too. It's also like pretty much time for the pumpkins.
To hold some stuff. I feel like I'm asking an awful lot of you.
I'm a cameraman. I'm the pack animal.
We did see some influencers taking photos over here.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be for you to position your children and take cute family photos.
This whole section is made to stick your dumb kid in.
Or your smart kid in. Yeah, get right in the little pumpkin heart.
Yeah. I think that's like a pumpkin summoning circle.
But then it says don't climb on them.
Well, right, because you're supposed to stand sort of near them and around them and all that sort of thing.
But not touch them.
But not climb right on them, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's totally why. Okay.
I don't know about that.
Here, we're
You want to go in?
Yeah, but let's be covert.
Okay.
Okay, you want to hold this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll hold my drink though. We're going to be covert. No one will ever know that we're filming.
Your friends are coming with you.
That's fine. The show? Yep.
That's a
I think it is great.
Yes. There you
That's
go.
so funny. So funny. But this is it. That's how they make it. It goes on this little belt. It pops into the machine over there. It comes rolling along, and then it drops into the sugary thing. They take a stick and they put it on the sugary thing, and now it plops it down.
This is full when we came. Now I'm like, entertain me. But they already, I guess they made enough for now.
Yeah, they get breaks because it's Friday and there's no one around there.
So good.
And it's nearly lunchtime.
Ooh, let's go show the bees.
Yes.
So the bees that we saw outside, they actually have a little thing inside where you can see how they make honey.
So right over here, this is actually piped out to the outside. Some amount of people right now are screaming.
Is that stupid? All right, I guess I don't like them on me, but they're fine in there. Like that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is it's like let's put the honey by the honey. No, let's put the bagels by the honey.
Right.
Because that makes sense.
I never thought about that until you just said that. The honey's there. It's just down low.
Way down there.
Yeah. Way in the back.
And there's some over there.
So.
Look, they got rainbow bagels.
Rainbow bagels for your gay friends. We call them gagels.
Everything looks good.
So there we go.
You want to go back outside?
Yeah, I think so.
Super uncomfortable.
Wicked. Wicked. I'm like, I shouldn't be in here.
You just bought them.
I know, but when you buy something, it doesn't give you a media pass. So, lots of people here, though. It's really awesome. So many people come here for community events and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And what do you call it? Oh, everything's really screwed up here.
Oh,
okay, hold it.
Let's go sit on the bench. Then you can't mess it up anymore.
I have I'm doing so many things right now. What is that? What is that? There we go. I'm sorry, guys. kind of hard to walk around holding a tablet and try to communicate. But we're gonna go sit.
I'm going to bring the bus over this way.
What?
You don't have to go.
George!
If it works.
So we've come on a day that there's a field trip. And
A
there's
bunch.
definitely someone here named George.
He's gonna pull the bus.
But it's a good
over.
day for it because it's a weekday.
He's bringing the bus. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on over here.
I just felt that bench almost fall
Like
over.
fall over. Yeah.
It went backwards for a second. I was like, we're gonna be in
That
trouble.
would, nah. We wouldn't. I mean, we'd
Good.
be on the ground.
Good ending to the show.
But I'd be like, you scared me with your bees. You get what you get.
And I am not slender, and this bench is going, you are not slender.
This is
Um,
fine.
no backpack show. Oh, you think it's funny. We
do.
have a farm to school program for our school, so it's nice to know that you're getting something freshly picked, minimally processed.
Mhm.
That's awesome. Look at Chris's cup on the screen. I'm so sorry.
We were there looking at your finger for a while.
I know, I'm sorry. Sugar Shack is actually on the other side of the garage.
Oh.
How do you know it's a he? Good eyes. Oh, on the bees?
Oh, I don't know.
Because the queen,
I didn't stop to ask their pronouns. That's a good point. But yeah.
they're all fellows, and then the guys who go out to get the honey are fellows.
Oh,
Which
and
one's
the queen.
mine?
I don't know.
Whichever
Oh, wait, this one. I think this one.
Probably the lesser.
I don't know.
I probably drank more than you.
I don't know. I just looked for lipstick. On
I-
mine, Durr, not on yours, so I
No,
could tell the difference.
No, but I didn't realize that's what you did. I was like, I don't want to eat lipstick. Okay.
That's what I meant.
How
I
do you
didn't
not
give you
taste
the-
lipstick?
I
Sorry,
don't.
woman question.
Actually, women eat like 5 pounds of lipstick a year or something insane.
What?
Yeah, and there are some that taste really gross, so
Okay.
you just don't buy those.
Do you poop lipstick too?
Oh my god, like I would know.
Like rings?
I'm gonna go, hey, hold on, let me check that out.
Peppermint looking?
No, but so I think the best one I've tasted was like a gloss actually, and I didn't, not like yum, I want to eat this, but like, okay, this isn't too bad.
Tolerable.
I can live with it. Yeah, it was Napoleon Perdiz. So
Oh.
if you're looking for something that tastes all right, like you got big plans, first date, whatever, Napoleon Perdiz gloss. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I haven't found any that taste like apple cider, but I did used to get the chapsticks that tasted like stuff in my stocking.
Yeah.
Bonnie Bell, I think.
Sure.
Bonnie Bell chapsticks.
I thought Bonnie Bell was the name of that little baby cheeses.
It could be both.
Listen, we're sponsored. Oh, no, we're not asking that.
What are you doing?
Shut up. It's a very difficult process here. We're sponsored by StreamYard. There's ducks here, by the way. That's a hawk, by the way. That's a red-tailed hawk.
So, yes.
I don't think I can show you that. It's
What?
like,
It's a hawk?
that's a red-tailed hawk, yeah.
Well, why can't you show it?
Because it's really
Do
tiny.
you need the hawk to sign a release?
It's really tiny.
Oh.
I have to zoom on them, and I don't think
So
it'll
a lot of small businesses in this area have come and gone, even in the last few years.
Yeah.
So it's nice that this is still here, and actually seems busier than ever.
I mean, for a Friday right before lunchtime, this is great. A lot
Yeah.
of times people come here in the late afternoon, take their kids on the way home after school. Sometimes they will, well, weekends for sure. I mean, we're coming up towards Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
What's today? 27th?
Yeah.
It's Halloween in like 4 or 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
What's your costume?
I don't have one.
I'm
I
going.
have
as,
all my costumes are back at my house.
I'm going as Fat Thor again.
Nice.
Every year, baby. I got Fat Thor till I'm dead.
I have like 4 costumes back at my house.
Cool. What's anyone else on the backpack show? I don't even think we have people on the backpack show anymore.
They gave up when your
Gave
thumb
up.
came on screen.
They left after watching the thumb show.
I don't, you know what? It's hard though because I can't give out candy this year. Like, nobody is ever going to find me, and it's not really motivating. Like, my kid's not going to go out. She's too old to do it. She doesn't want to, and
Mhm.
for all I know, like, I don't even know what she's got planned for the night. She could be streaming.
It's a great question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Well, look at those little guys in the wagon. Aw, little
Aw.
babies. Sweet.
nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we should wrap the show. We did 25 minutes. That's
I'm
good.
gonna sneak on this bus and see if they notice.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see where they're going.
Going on a field trip.
All I know is that George, whoever that was, is going on this bus.
Nice.
So, I mean, I wonder if they have donuts.
Weekend.